Hey there! It is Saturday, April 6th, and Sweet Pea's puppies are 2 weeks old today. So I've got here 3 little bundles of cuteness that we are going to show to you. Their eyes have just recently opened, so that's kind of fun. They're starting to be able to explore their world with a few more senses now. Their ears will be opening up real shortly, and then they'll be able to hear. And another week or two, and they'll be getting some teeth. So they are very much growing very, very quickly. It's crazy how much they've grown in 2 weeks. These guys were less than a pound, just under a pound barely, when they were born. They were some pretty good sized pups as far as pups go, and Sweet Pea's quite a petite little thing, so she did wonderful to deliver these big old boys. And they have plenty and plenty to eat, so you can just see that they are some chubby little guys, huh? Growing great, doing good. You know, just exactly what we'd like to see. So it looks like Gray and Blue have gone to sleep in my lap. Either that or they're just holding still, but usually if they're still, it means they're asleep. So we will start off by showing you Orange here. Orange is the darkest of the 3 pups. His overall coat color, if I can get my hand out of the way, maybe you can see, is a little bit darker. I don't know if the lighting in here shows or not, but Orange is darkest, Blue is in between, and Gray is the lightest of the 3 pups. The Vizslas are always darker on the back, so if you can see his sides, let me see if I can get his side out. The sides are where it really shows, that he has a little bit lighter coloring. Now there's not a right and wrong to that. Vizslas can be anywhere in a range from strawberry blonde to a deep rust. So Orange here is going to be more that deep rust, and Gray will probably exhibit a little bit lighter. I still wouldn't call him the strawberry blonde. I've seen a couple of Vizslas that are really, really light. I don't think he's going to be, the complete lightest end of the range, but he's kind of a little more mid-range, whereas Orange is very dark. Now all 3 of the pups are very similar, actually. They were all really, really close in size when they were born. Just, portions of an ounce different in their birth weight, and they're all growing really, really well. As of right now, Orange and Brown are a little bit bigger. Orange and Gray. Sorry, I don't know where Brown came from. I'm colorblind, apparently. Orange and Gray are a little bit bigger right at this moment than Blue, but still it's a very, very slight difference. So size-wise, they're, I think at maturity, going to be very, very similar. And all 3 pups are solid pups, meaning they don't have white markings. Some Vizslas can have white markings on them, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, variety, whether they do or don't. Vizslas are allowed to have white markings on their chest or their paws. But all 3 of these pups are entirely solid colored. Mom and Dad are both solid dogs as well. So anyway, at this point, they're very, very similar to one another, with the exception of their coat color varies a little bit. But as they grow and develop and are able to walk, some of those kinds of things, we'll probably start to be able to see that there's probably going to be some personality differences, even though they look so much alike. So there is our cute Orange guy. He's so chunky, he's got a little fat roll on his nose. Huh, buddy? Very, very cute and sweet. Alright, so now let's move to the Gray puppy here. Let's pick him up and show him to you. Can you wake up? He's not sure he wants to wake up. Can you open your eyes? No, you're just gonna sleep? Okay, you just sleep. So again, very, very similar, just the lighter coat color, solid. Stretch out a little here. No markings on him. Solid pup. Their little toenails are due for a trimming. Blue's gonna sing to us. Their little toenails are due for a trimming. They grow like crazy. Everything on them grows really, really fast at this point. Just doing great. Let me show you on him. They have had their tails docked. A portion of a Vizsla's tail is taken off. And this is done really, really early on before their nervous system is developed. So when they're born, they can't hear and they can't see. They're completely dependent. Blue's trying to crawl away here. They're completely dependent on their sense of smell because their nervous system is not fully developed. That's why they're born with their eyes shut and that kind of thing. So this is done really early on before their nervous system is fully turned on so that they don't have full sensation there. Tails are taken off because they get quite thin. They're not like a lab tail that's so thick. They get quite thin and can get broken. So that is the reason for that with them being a hunting dog. Come here, buddy. And then also, dew claws are removed. Let me get him turned around, which is basically a thumb on a dog. Those were right there. Oh, you're gonna fall off my lap. Those, oh, did you yawn? Those were right there. Those have been taken off as well. Again, it's done super early, like 3 to 5 days is when you do that, so that they aren't feeling that. And those, again, because they're a hunting dog, they can, running through brush and stuff like that, snag them and actually rip them off later on in life. And so it's much less traumatic to take them off surgically early and just take them off clean while they're young and don't feel it, versus later on in life having them rip that off where they're a hunting dog. So that is breed standard for these guys. So there is the gray puppy. And we will show you Blue. At this point, he isn't quite as chunky as his brothers. But again, I think at maturity, there's going to be very similar size going on. He's going to be a big, oh, sleepy boy though, huh? Yeah, sleepy boy, I know. And we'll just show you that he is solid as well. Can we lift your chin up? So there's nothing going on the chest or toes. Got fuzzies on your toes from your blankets, huh? So solid puppy. And his color is mid-range. He's, again, lighter than orange, but darker than gray. So he's kind of in between. I would say that he is probably the more common color, maybe for Vizslas, whereas this really super dark color, like orange, some people really, really like that super dark color. It's really, really pretty. And the lighter color, again, just it's, individuality, very pretty. Again, Blue is probably more the middle range, a little more typical color. But there is no right and wrong. It's just the color that you would probably more often see. Can you look at the camera? Turn you around. You're so sweet. You're so cute. I know, we took Mama away. Yeah, we took her away. Otherwise, all you would do is eat. Should we bring her back? You think life's rough if you have to go 10 minutes without eating? Okay. We're just real happy with these pups. Again, growing so well, doing so good, very healthy, very beautiful, handsome, I guess I should say. 3 handsome little guys we got going on here. Sweet Pea did great with delivery, and she's a very attentive, an excellent mother, and is raising them just wonderful.